Before I cut a princess cut madam blouse, I fold my material by 2. I use my bust circumference with allowance to get the wideness of the folding. Then I measure the shoulder. I divide the shoulder by 2 plus half inch. Then I got the shoulder. I mark it in a slant way. I measure 1 inch down to get the slant distance. I measure my armhole, which is 7.5. From there, I mark from my shoulder to my armhole. I give it an armhole curve. From there, I get my blouse length. The normal blouse length. After marking the normal blouse length, I added extra 2-inch allowance. This 2-inch allowance is the least you can add in your blouse length is 1 inch. Then, if you want extra allowance, you can add a 2 inches allowance. Then I added extra 2 inches allowance. Then I measure my bust circumference. My normal bust circumference. My bust divided by 4. From there, I measure the same thing with the waist. Then after that, I add extra sewing allowance, which is 4 inches sewing allowance. For the princess cut cutting, I measure from my shoulder, I got 5 inches. Then downside, I measure 4 inches wideness. Then I mark it from there to that 5 inches I marked. Then the upper side, I mark it extra 2 inches up. Then I cut. See how I cut it? It's very necessary so that you not make a mistake. When I was learning new, I used to do this mistake to cut out the allowance that this extra 2 inches allowance up that this princess cut needed. So then after marking, I gave it a blouse curve like the downside. I curve it. I measure 2 inches. That point, I measure 2 inches from the down like this to the top. I measure 2 inches and then I curve it out. Apart from it, that's all. There's nothing else to cut in blouse length. Okay, after cutting it out, when I was sewing, I used to sew extra what is it called, second dart, so that it will have a curve. But that teaching will be in some other time. For the back, I fold my material by 2. Then I measure measure out 1.5. This 1.5 allowance is for zipper allowance. It's very necessary for you to measure it out so that you will not make a mistake by not adding it in your shoulder when cutting. So I used to measure it out this way so that I know that I will not bother. From there, and then from that 1.5, you see that line I rule, I measure my shoulder, add my shoulder half inch. After adding your zipper allowance is different there, add my shoulder. From there, I got my armhole. I measure it like that and I still give it an armhole curve. Then after measuring that way, after measuring it, I have to get my blouse length. The blouse length, the back is not a princess cut, it's just a normal cut. Then I measure my blouse length. When I get my blouse length, I add extra 2 inches sewing allowance, of which I added at the front too. I add it at the back. Then I measure my bust circumference and my waist circumference. Then I still add extra. This is the bust circumference, which is I divide my bust by 4. I divide my waist by 4. Then I add extra 4 inches allowance added 3.5 allowance at the back to add to, so that I will not make so that there will be enough allowance. After, so it will be 2 inches left. Then I give it an armhole, a blouse cover. Then I will still measure the same 2 inches. But if you want it to curve very well, you measure 3 inches for you to get a good curve for this blouse. Apart from it, that's all. Thank you all for watching. Okay, I have to deepen the neck of the back. Yes, I measure my shoulder. I want it to, after saying like 2 inches aside, I measure the shoulder 3 inches.